everyone and welcome to my channel or welcome back. My name is Svetlana and I just actually finished filming for my main channel. I was talking about my houseplant favorites because you probably can tell from the background I love plants a lot and I have a whole crazy separate part in my brain that is looking like a jungle. But we will not talk about plants on this video because I have so much more prepared. Today actually we're starting a new vlog. It's Monday and I'm gonna take you along on a homebody vlog. So I am planning to stick mostly at my home during this week, but I have so much work to do. I have several orders on my small business account. So I have a couple houseplant pot designs that I need to paint. I need to create a portraits, two of a dog, so two separate dogs and one of a cat. So I'm excited to take you along and show you how I paint those pots, how I create the design, how I pack those pots, and all of that regarding the small business portion. So we'll show a little bit of that on this video. Also, I'll take you along on more behind the scenes of what I'm doing at home. So reading books, cooking, walking my puppy Baloo, and more of that. I guess we'll see as we go because this video will last in several days of this week. So buckle up. I hope you enjoy. I think I had some spoilers in the beginning so you can see what you're jumping into. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe or consider subscribing. I would appreciate your support so much. And like this video so I know that you enjoy this specific kind of content, or leave any kind of comments and let me know what kind of ideas for the videos would be interesting for you. And I guess let's begin with painting the pot number 1, which is a puppy portrait design. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. My hands are itchy. So let's jump into the painting portion of this video.
go there. turn, you're gonna glow there, you're gonna glow. Say you tried, it wasn't too easy life, it's not for life. As if I was the answer. I'm gonna go still, I'm gonna go. Say you tried, and it wasn't too easy life. It's not for say you tried, and it wasn't too easy life. It's not for life.
Hello. Okay, that was weird. I'm back on my cringe train. Anyhow guys, today we're jumping in with another update. It's another day and I just finished painting this cute pit bull right here, and we do have a problem. At first I was like, oh my gosh, I nailed it. I feel like this is such a quirky, and since that little pit bull is still a young pup, I wanted to add some toys because probably this is all that he thinks about right now and should probably be so relatable to the owners to see all of the stuff he plays with around. And I sent the picture to the customer of the pot saying, look, if everything is okay, if the colors are matching, and she was like, no. And I was like, uh-oh, what did I do? So this actually is problematic because it turns out the lighting in the picture made a trick on my eyes, which is so random. It never happened to me before, but it turns out the pit bull is actual brown. So we have a problem. I will need to go ahead and redo the whole thing. That's okay, I just want to make it as perfect and as close to the real deal as possible. So we'll work on that later on. Before that, I request to send me more pictures of that pit bull so I won't make another mistake similar to that one. So since this specific pot is on a hold, I cannot redo it right now until I receive the pictures. I will go ahead and work on another pot today, and I am so excited about it because I'm going to be painting a cat, and I love painting cats. It feels like this is my most common thing that I used to paint or draw. When I was a kid, I was such a cat lady. I wanted to have a kitten so badly, but my family was against that. Lo and behold, just as I left my home, my mom acquired a cat. Funny how that works, huh? But anywho, today we're gonna go ahead and paint another pot. This one is still naked, but this specific design is actually a bit interesting because sometimes people just say, okay, here's a picture of, for example, my pet and I want you to draw him. Or they send a picture plus add some requirements. For example, this specific one, I'm going to be painting a cat called Rusty, but also customer said maybe you would add ocean in the background, and maybe you would add the Hoya compacta, and Alocasia Friday, and Peperomia Hope, and some of them in macrame. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is getting a little bit wild because this is not a big space and I want to make it as detailed as possible, obviously, right? The pet itself. I am a bit spooked how I will be able to put everything together, but hopefully it will be all like flowy and not like just a bunch of things put around. So I feel like I can do it. I hope Rusty is going to be proud of my painting of him, and I will take you along. So right now I will go ahead clean my makeup because it's such a hot day today, and we'll go ahead and work on that painting. I feel like it will take me more than one day, so we better start right now. It's moody day, it's rainy outside, so it's a great time to do some artsy project. But before that, I want to give you a little update. a book I'm reading right now. So How to Sell a Haunted House. Oh my gosh, I love this book so much. I was in a little of a reading slump after I read Cleopatra book, but this specific one, it's like a nice mix of spookiness, but also 90s movies about families, about quirky lifestyle. For example, I just love the dynamic of family women in this book. Look at him, he's awakened. So cute. Oh, thanks so much. Okay, he leaves the chat. So, what I love about it is the relationship between women in that family. I myself have a bunch of aunts and cousins, so it feels very relatable because all of them have specific personalities and you need to adapt to each one of them. And this is just something that brings me back to my childhood, but also it talks about loss and how I felt, for example, when my dad passed away. But also, it's a horror book. Let me remind you, this is a horror book, right? Horror! Can you see this? So I am afraid to read this book before bed, which is so annoying because I would love to read this before nap, of course. But all in all, I'm trying to read this throughout the day because I just cannot with those dolls in that house. I don't want to give too much spoilers, but those puppets and those things in the home that's happening right now. For example, whenever I go thrifting and I see some porcelain dolls, I know some people love them. Kudos to you if you do, but I personally, they just remind me every single time of a spooky movie, so not a big fan. Also, Mark. Oh my gosh, I have so much to say about him. That brother. Okay. And by the way, the funeral in this book was so different. It definitely reminded me of those 90s movies when random things are happening and it's heartwarming but also quirky and weird, and probably that's why I love this book so much. Lots of everything and it's fun so far. I am in chapter number 10, so excited about that. But this little update for you guys, and right now let's go ahead and paint that cutie Rusty.
The next morning.
welcome to another day in the neighborhood of fireflies. I just had the best sleep of my life, it feels like. I never slept for so long, and today I slept for 9.5 hours, which is blowing my mind away, but I'm feeling so pumped. I'm feeling so prepared for some cool projects, and I want to take you along. Today we won't be painting a pot. I'm taking a little break. Oh, so baby, you wanna come? Come say hi. Come. The ball, of course, have to be in this. But it's okay. He's so good, such a good little baby. He knows we're going somewhere, and he's afraid I will leave him at home because he's such a mama's and daddy's boy. Okay, you're moving. Okay. You wanna go? You said hi and you wanna go. Oh, what a superstar. Alright. Sorry about this. So, today we're doing something a little bit different. I will go ahead and show you the pot that I painted yesterday, and I feel so proud. I just sent the picture of it yesterday to the customer, and she said she was crying and loved it so much. And feedback like this always just makes me so extremely happy to do the things that I'm doing. So let me show you the pot. Here is Rusty. How do we feel? I personally feel like this turned out so good. I managed to put everything together. I did film a little bit less of me painting this specific design in comparison with the pit bull that I forget to breathe when I'm talking. I did not film as much as I did with my previous design with a pit bull, but this specific one just had so many small details that I just was too focused to remember to turn on the camera and do the rest. So I feel like we nailed it. Let me know how do you feel about this design, but I think it looks so good. Yeah, I even add macrame. I still need to raise pencil here and there, but all in all, I feel like we nailed it. Oh, and I'm so happy the customer/owner of Rusty loved this. Here is that. That is going to be it with the pots. I feel like maybe in this video, maybe I'll take you along on more designs in my future videos. Also, just little like heads up, I do not paint only pets like dogs and cats. I also can paint everything else that comes to your mind. So if you would be curious if I could paint something different, yes I could. It just turns out that most of the people just want to have their pets on the pots, which I'm so down for. Anyway, I feel like we have enough painting in this vlog, so let me know if you want to see more of that later on. I also need to go ahead and pack the Rusty to go to Oregon, so it's ready to go. And right now we will go on a little adventure. It's not a big adventure, but I will go ahead and visit my mom. She's a bit lonely right now because my sister and her husband, who currently are living with my mom, are actually in Berlin. They're celebrating my sister's birthday in there and, just having a vacation. So I wanted to go ahead and make my mom smile, so I'll pop into her home. We'll have some, hangout time together. And also I decided to work on a spooky project. I know it's still a bit early for the spooky things, and I know maybe not many of you enjoy spooky stuff, but I feel like it's time to prepare because once again I don't have much time on my hands, so every project is very slow in my home except your pot orders. I want to send them to you as soon as possible because I know how nerve-wracking it can be to wait. So I actually want to go ahead and work on a crochet project and take you along. So I'll need some threads, and my mom has like a whole museum of threads. She's such a big knitter. She knits for babies, little shoes, little outfits, and for adults like myself. I have a bunch of her sweaters and stuff like that. I actually will be able to show you some of her works in this video later on. So I'll go ahead, borrow some threads from her so we can go ahead and work on this project. Oh my gosh. So I actually screenshotted this picture last year. So it's been a year in the making in my brain. So I feel like finally I have a little bit more time on my hands. So why not to go ahead and make this? And I'm not sure if I'm gonna make a pillowcase or a whole blanket. I guess we'll see how quickly I'll be able to do it. This is the person like you see in the picture, the Instagram handle. This is whose design that is. It's not mine, but I'll try to do something similar to this, put a little twist on this. And I never made any grandma square, so it's gonna be a completely new project for me, and I'm actually really excited about it because I feel like so many people say that this is such an easy project to start with, especially since my crocheting abilities are probably a bit rusty right now. I mean, throughout the years I had so many different hobbies. I used to do a macrame, and that's how my Firefly in the Room channel, main channel, started. I was a macrame maker, then I decided to not do it anymore, then I was a crochet maker, and then I stopped, then I started painting, and oh gosh. Anywho, so we're going back into our crochet era, and I want to take you along. So long story short, right now we're going to my mom, we're gonna hang out, we're gonna pick up some threads, and later on, maybe in this vlog, maybe in the next, we'll start a crochet project, and I'm so excited about it. But right now, enough mumbling. Sorry for the long intervals of me speaking. Let me know in the comments if that's too much, or if it's a perfect amount, or it's too less. In any way, thank you so much for still hanging out with me, and let's move on to visit my mom. afternoon and I am done with my first ever granny square. This looks so hilarious. It's a bit wonky, not completely straight, but I feel like for a first rusty experience, especially for a first granny square ever, this looks hilarious. I actually tried to fix the nose because it was so wide, so I added some extra stitches, but I will add in my description box down below if you want to follow the tutorial that I did follow. And I think I'll try another one because that one was kind of difficult. The person wasn't talking, he just was putting the words on the screen, and I have no idea what those hieroglyphs like TC, HC and whatever means. So I just tried to follow it as best as I could, and I feel like not too shabby right now. I'll go ahead and try probably another one once again, probably school, maybe not, I don't know. I'm getting so hot, it's such a hot day once again. Little update, excited and proud. Okay, it's even later right now, it's almost 10 p.m. I'm hooked, guys. Look at this, I just made it and this is so much better already. It's square. Yes. So right now we have, look at this is so wonky, but it's the first one, so it's okay, don't judge me. The hair went up, the fan was brought for the business because I cannot handle the heat, but I'm hooked. We have a problem, we have a new obsession, and my hands are gonna fall off my body. I'm having such a good time. I would love to go ahead and work on the third one, but I feel like it probably would be a bad idea, so we won't do that today. Actually, we'll film the outro tomorrow. But I feel like that might be enough of artsy stuff for one day, one vlog, not day. I took it on several days, but this, by the way, eyeball, if you didn't figure it out. An eyeball, a skull, look at her, a spooky blanket or a pillowcase, whatever my brain comes up, or maybe a pencil case if we're feeling a little bit cheap. We'll see, but I'm excited and having such a flipping good time. I'm tired, so future Svetlana from tomorrow will, move on from here. Bye bye. Alright guys, I feel like this is a perfect time to finish today's vlog. I had so much fun taking you along on my small business ventures, on my hobbies ventures, on just simply walks with my puppy or to my mom. So let me know which parts of this vlog you loved the most, so I will know to film more of these, to hang out together with you guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. I appreciate your support and it shows me that this is something that you're interested in and would love to see more, and of course that makes me pumped to do more of this. Please subscribe, like this video so I will know you enjoyed it, and of course comment. Let's chat in the comments what kind of maybe projects you are working on right now. Maybe you're knitting or crocheting, maybe have any tips or tricks with that crochet project I just showed you, because this is a first for me. I never worked with granny square, so I am a bit worried but also excited, because I feel like this is gonna be a fun project to have for like a couple months ahead of me, and later on just show you the progress and how everything is doing. I think this is gonna be a fun thing to follow. Let me know if it is, or maybe I'm just being delusional right now. But all in all, once again, extremely grateful to have you here, and hopefully I'll see you in my next one. Bye!